Okay. Maybe I can actually go somewhere on this one. Little kid almost killed the run before it started. That's probably faster than what I normally do. Probably only by like a quarter of a second though, so it's not even worth it. Well, I mean, it is worth it, but like, it didn't really change anything. Nothing groundbreaking anyway. I should probably unequip that because I'll get hit by lightning if I don't, knowing my luck. I'd hit the cow, but it's too far out of my way. Oh, lucky me. He even helped me steer so I don't run off the bridge like an idiot again. I'll try. I hit something earlier, I don't even remember what it was, but I lost like a second and not a second, probably not a full second, but like a bit of time just by running into something earlier. So hopefully that's not a prediction of how well this entire run's gonna go, because I don't want that to happen. What in the world? What did I even hit? Test? I can see it. I don't know if you can hear me, but I can see your chat message. 7 seconds, alright. So that means that the delay's probably not that bad, because... I see. Means the delay's probably not too bad, because it has to, like, the chat message has to go to Twitch and then come to me, and then I have to see it and respond to it, and then that part of the stream has to go back, so I think that's a pretty good latency. I don't actually know for sure, though. Oh shoot, I forgot to, why, what? Okay, whatever. Somehow the split button wasn't working. I pressed it like 5 times and it didn't work. So, you know. That's cool. Maybe I should make it be the space bar so I don't miss it as often. Yeah, that was good. I think that would have been like a 341.5 or something. That's pretty decent. But instead it was a 348 because it took 7 seconds for me to press the button enough times for it to figure out that I had pressed it, which is wonderful. normal world load there. At this point, I'd probably be worried if it didn't world load when I jumped over that wall. I guess it makes sense though, because it has to load like the entire plateau as I'm driving past here. Hey look, it's that random Yiga lady. I think I've fallen for every single disguised Yiga foot soldier at least once, but I never did again. Oh, rip Wi-Fi. Some days my internet's like blazing fast gamer internet, and then the next day it's like 1 byte per second. That's so weird. Oof, that's really far behind. Okay, oh no. Alright, I was about to say that that saved time over hold smuggling, but it most certainly did not. So, rip. I'm just gonna keep going, because that's like such a negligible amount of time. It's annoying, though. Man, like, I don't know what to do anymore, because, like, now that this category has gone so far, like, what's the grounds for a reset anymore? Should I just reset on the smallest mistake? Because then I'd never get past the main. Or this hill, apparently. Alright, that's a legitimate reset. At least I don't have to hold smuggle again every single time I want to try another run, because that was really annoying. Man, I guess that hill is just inconsistent. Like, normally it's pretty good, but some days, I guess. I mean, normally, like, in the last, like, 10 runs, it's been good. Not much is grounds for reset. Yeah, that's a good point. But what's crazy is that world record, my PB is only a minute off my sum of best. Like, in most categories, it's good to be, like, 5 minutes off sum of best. Especially if it's longer than half an hour. I guess I just get insane luck sometimes. I feel like this category is, like, probably, like, 50 to 60% luck. And the rest of it's just finding out good skips, which you mostly help with, so. Alright, let's try this again. Okay, so that was actually slower that time to go for the drift. Interesting. I guess I'll have to try that multiple times. I'm probably screwing up today because my controller feels funny. Because a while ago, actually, I 3D printed some parts of the shell for my controller, but just today I finished, like, sanding them down and putting some finish on them so they're all nice and smooth. It feels kind of funny. Alright. There's like some of the first prints I did, so it was just on my first roll of blue PLA. So, wouldn't protect from radiation. It's nothing fancy really, I just like them because they're blue, instead of boring and the same color as the rest of the controller. I printed that Majora's Mask out of PETG because that's the only white material I have. I had to buy another roll after I used up the white stuff that I used to print your Triforce. Yeah, no radiation protection. But Majora's Mask will protect from radiation, which is cool. It's just not thick enough to be like of any use. It's only like maybe a centimeter thick at the most. If it was any thicker, it'd be like so heavy. But yeah, sadly, my controller is not protected from radiation. What is with this turn today? I feel like in my world record I messed up that turn too. I don't know what's up. And of course, the habitual jump accidentally like an idiot and lose time. It's like it's so easy to drive around the rocks in the road, but instead my monkey brain is just like, press jump button. Yeah, I'm like 4 million IQ trying to figure out the best route of this map. And then like 0 IQ when actually driving it. Yeah. No, you can't just lose time in the air during your speed run. Haha, jump button, go brrr. Wish there was a button to make your horse jump instead of it just automatically jumping when you when you like run into a wall head on. That'd be cool. Caught some nice rain early in the run, so maybe it won't rain later in the run. It's kind of wishful thinking, but like... How does the dragon get from the river to the lake? Magical teleportation. I really have no idea. Maybe all the water is connected through like a dragon portal at the bottom. And since you can't dive in the water in this game, you'd never find it. Or not like a dragon portal you can actually see, but like since you can't dive in the water to see the dragon coming out of the bottom of the lake, they don't have an excuse to put in a logical explanation. Right, world load time. I got it early this... That was really bad. So jump button go burr every time I want to not jump over something, and then the one time I legitimately mean to press it, it just doesn't work. I really ought to put all the screws back into this controller. They're all just like in a bowl next to where I play. I mean, it holds together fine. Somehow. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it takes like a legitimate gift from the goddess to run for more than like 8 meters. It's probably more than 8 meters at base stamina, but still, like... Yeah. Yeah, he has like the lungs of like somebody who's been smoking their entire life. I mean, to be fair, he's really old, but he's not that old physically. Okay, but it's just funny that Zelda spent forever, praying to the goddess for power, and then Link just walks up to a rock in the general shape of the goddess, and she's like, hey, you can have this heart container. Okay, Hill, don't screw me over. Cool. Yeah, it's true, he does not sleep. Sometimes I just feel bad and go to an inn even though I'm like at full hearts and stuff. Every time I'm in Hiteno Village, speaking of which, I feel like I'm always pronounced that village name wrong. And for some reason I alternate between Hiteno and Hitino, and I don't know which way is the right way. But I always sleep at the house there. Yeah, because I jump through the hole in the bridge to go to a meeting. I didn't really think that hole in the bridge was quite so big either. Like, I never really paid enough attention to it. I think the 8 seconds ahead that I am is a lie, though, because that's just because I split late on the world record. Or no, it's not. It isn't. I just had a really bad Pharaon in the world record, I think. I don't even remember at this point, because there have been multiple times where I've had bad Pharaons or split late, and I don't know which runs they were in. Once I've optimized this to where I'm satisfied, I want to run the Trial of the Sword. Because it seems so ridiculous, but it's like 5 minutes faster than this speedrun is. Or like 3.5. Okay, as much as that might have been a late split, I have some very real time save here. That's crazy. There's actually two categories. There's Trial of the Sword Out of Bounds, where you just clip through the wall and run to the final cutscene. But then there's the real version, where you actually go through all the floors, and all three trials, like beginning, middle, and final, all the floors, like no out of bounds, takes the world record's 35:11, I think. Yeah, that's the strategy if you're doing the, like, glitch version, but there's, like, the glitchless version where you actually go through all the things, and that sounds so much more fun. Yeah, it is metal box. Yeah, that's just for beginning trials, though, and I think for the speedrun you have to do all three. So I don't know if in the last two there are similar out-of-bounds strategies, so I've only really heard about the first one. Please don't drive off the edge. Okay, well, that sucked. I mean, I didn't drive off the edge, sure, but, like, that still kind of sucked. Let's hope I get the drift right this time. I think on my last run I just screwed it up so bad. I lost a ton of time running into rocks and stuff. Yo, there we go. That's very nice. Oh, really? Okay. I didn't know that that the high notch would just trigger the end of trial. But I guess that makes sense. Because it is the last floor in the beginning trials. So it probably just sets a generic finish whatever trial you entered on tag, and then I guess that makes sense. That's how I would do it if I was a developer. Or a game developer, rather. There's so many, like, glitches you can do in this game, and it's not really, like, the fault of the people who made it. It's like, that's how I would have done it if I was developing this game. Like, I didn't expect people to be jumping directly onto bokoblins' heads in bullet time, so I wouldn't account for that, like, physics manipulation. I think that's a good refuel. Compared to where it normally happens. Let's hope I don't screw it up. Good. Yeah, bullet time in general is just so janky. Like, there's many interactions that they just didn't work out in bullet time. They just didn't account for slowing it down. Like, stuff launching off of Cryonis blocks and stuff. Man, launching stuff off of Cryonis blocks using bullet time is so fun. It's like completely useless in any context, no matter what, but it's so fun to do. Where did I lose time? I guess I had a pretty bad, like, approach to Rito Stable. That's kind of not very clean. No, I'm not going for the risky strat. It's like, it's probably faster if you can actually do it properly, but I can't, so... I think I lost a bit of time, like, not taking the most direct route to the stable from here at 1.2. Literally it's gotten to the point where I can't remember which run. Like, was it the world record where I lost time not driving straight to the stable? I have no idea. At least I can see it this time. It's almost always raining. Whoa! I did not know there were double rainbows in this game. Holy cow. That's really cool. Look at that. I mean, I've seen rainbows in this game before, but I have not seen double rainbows. Wonder if it's actually raining in the general direction of the double rainbow. That was a pretty good drive across the field. I think I got the angle almost perfect. And look, here's Beetle to get in my way and slow me down. I don't even know how I, like, remember where to drive on this run. Like, there's so many things, like, go left of this tree or right of this rock. Like, how do I even store that in my brain? I have no idea. I'm just like, well, I think it's this way. And then it is. So then I try to remember that, but somehow it works out. Shooting air. That's some attention to detail. Wow. That's actually really impressive. That would have taken a lot of effort. Because usually in most games when you warp somewhere it just unloads the entire world and reloads the entire world. So like to keep track of where that arrow is and its momentum and stuff, that's crazy. Or maybe it was a glitch, I don't know. I'm all like, wow, those devs put in a lot of work to make their game realistic, but it was actually just accidental. Losing even more time, what even? Well, this run started good. I had a nice gold. I don't know by how much. Alright, Guardian, don't notice me. Oh, he did. Yeah, it's not like it's a bad run. It's just, I'm losing time and I don't know where. And that always makes me sad, I guess. I can probably make up time here if I get this really clean. Oh, good, 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 good. Oh, I did gold them. That would explain it. Oh, yeah, I guess you're right. So, yeah, because those were really good somehow, and I don't really know what happened even there. Oh, come on, get him out of my way, you stupid fat octopus robot. Roasted. That was really close. Oh, shoot. I cut it a little too close on that one. At least it's raining, so I got put out really fast. Oh, no, no, no. Real time lost hours. Alright. I don't think I've ever had that happen before. Getting knocked off my bike by a Guardian there. I can't hold, shoot. I was like, shit, am I just not pressing the button right? Evidently that was not the issue. I feel like there's a lot of optimization to go into refueling. Like, you can probably get it frame perfect. Like, the frame you land on the ground, you start holding items, you know? Alright, I didn't hit the pillar. That's some nice time save. That's a really tight turn. I don't know how I manage that every time. Get out of the way. I like this section, so I can just drive straight. Like, I could tape down the A button for most of the section leading up to Zora's Domain, and it would just be chill. Like... Just gotta make some funny turns. Did I get the place name to show up? I think I might have turned too early. It's too far to go back now. Considering I'm only 6 seconds ahead, I'm not gonna risk it. Yeah, some people are really... Too bad the bike doesn't have turn signals, and I could really be better than, like, the majority of drivers on the road. Also, this is a video game, though. Like, it's probably hard to drive cars. I mean, you would know, and I wouldn't. if they hit a large number of animals. That's true. That is a very good point. However, if you were going, like, as fast as is allowed, if you were going the speed of light, would you be able to dodge? Yeah. I think the situation is different if it doesn't even injure the civilians. Maybe the motorcycle is just, like, ultimate Sheikah knowledge power, and it knows when it's gotta run into something, and it slows down. Run into a person, anyway. A human something. Hey, I made some time up. Let's get this jump first try. That was bad drift. Man, I gotta figure out where the good drift angle is for this. Alright, let's take my time to set this up, because taking my time to set it up the first time is better than having to set it up twice. At least I figured out a good, consistent way to get across the river the second time. And I think I've got a decent way for this skip, too. I hit it last run. What's weird to say I hit it, because it's just like a very easy jump. And I missed it, because... Alright, I mean, whatever. Whatever. Shot keys. Luckily he's too slow for me. I think I just buffer once here. Take care of that entire world load. And I don't lose as much time. I really ought to lab out when I need to buffer and how many times, because that's a definite, like, possible time loss is buffering too many times. How did I say exactly the same amount of time ahead when I made up, like, a good chunk of time at that rock jump? Oh, I probably lost time on the setup for the rock jump, but made it up on a perfect rock jump. Man, I don't know. Right. If I get good path across the cliff, then this could be good. Could be a good run. Just get a 20-second... Oh, that's true. A 20-second gold again would be great. It's so easy. Bad... Oh, no. That's, like, the worst. Alright. That's whatever. It's whatever. Of course, I had to bonk there, though. Like... I had to lose time, but the game just wanted to rub it in my face. I'm making too big a deal out of this. That saves, like... 3 seconds, not even 3 seconds to get the good path, but yeah, a nice 20-second gold should do it. I wish there was a way to change, like, the scroll speed on the map. Yeah, there's the time loss from the bad path on the cliff. Oh yeah, that would have been like the ultimate rub it in my face. This is very true. Yeah, at least I'm fairly consistently not having to refuel. And by fairly, I mean like 100% of the time. Consistently not having to refuel right before the end. The end of any split, really. It's like that's like the most stressful time to have to refuel. Nice thunderstorm. Yeah, that blood moon. That was such a long loading time right after that blood moon, too. That sucked. I didn't really think anything of it at the time, but it probably would have sub 40'd too. Oh no, oh no. That was subpar. I oversteer so often. Like, I go out, I screw something up and then, like, turn too much to correct it, and then have to turn too much the other way to correct it again. It's probably a lot of my time lost is just swerving around to try to correct screwed up turns. I tried a new route here once and it worked, so I'm just sticking with it. Not really a new route, it's like the same route, but I just cut the corner earlier. And I don't know if it actually saves time, but it's easy to remember where to turn, so. Wish there weren't so many bushes there, because, like, I'm so scared I'm gonna hit a tree every single time I go through that thicket, because there's so many bushes I can't tell where the trunks are. Hey, I gained some time back. I'm not sure if there's any time save even past this in this run. So I know I hit the pillar and lost time, and I know I screwed up in Zora's domain and lost time. Like, was there anything after this? Because I think the rock, I don't think I hit the rock at Hatino. Oh, it's turn off the road at the right time, too. I think I turned off wrong in my record, too. Right here. Man, this shortcut, this skip goes against, like, every single law of low airtime tactics, but it saves time. Oh yeah, that was the one where I came out of the forest at the wrong place. Yeah. Yeah, I hit a cliff instead of the ramp to the town. It's probably a better way to go down there, but I'm not gonna scope it out in a run that could potentially world record. I wish there was a faster way of going down right after that, like, right before that skull rock. Because as it is, I have to, like, turn and stuff, so that I don't run into the skull rock, which I used to do all the time like an idiot. But then I lose all my momentum and have to turn and stuff afterwards. Oh, yeah. Man, imagine if the bike was flammable. Like, I know you can't drive it in Death Mountain, the same as you can't drive a horse in Death Mountain. But that would suck. Or if the bike had durability and you had to, like, go beat the boss again every time you wanted it back after breaking it. He'd be like, you idiot, what'd you do this time? I lost a lot of time in that Death Mountain spot, I think. Just from getting stuck behind that rock. I'm not completely sure, like, how much, but I think I might have lost time. To be honest, there's probably all 5.4 seconds with my luck. Oh, we ran out of gas later than I normally do. By like 2 feet. He has to craft a whole new one. That's true. It's definitely possible that, like, you just permanently destroyed this ancient masterpiece that took thousands of years to like, develop. And he has to build a new one and ship it to your Sheikah slate every time. Oof. It's not great. Somehow it's fine though. I mean, okay. What in the world even happened? Maybe I saved enough time from jumping off the cliff at the right place that it didn't affect anything when I screwed up in the valley. That was not the right way to go through that forest, but it'll work. Maztoshia fight was like the only challenging one in this entire game. And it wasn't even that for most people. Yo, a star fragment. I guess that's probably true. I just like feel it more when it's nearer to the end of the valley and I'm like, I just want to get out of here. Another case of it's not raining here, so that's cool. I think I only need to buffer 3 times in Kakariko. We'll see though. If I get any world loads, I don't know. Or if I hit that rock, that's cool too. Alright. Strategy. Okay, so I should have buffered before that, so maybe 4 buffers. Oh shoot, I forgot to split. Crud. I was like, why is the timer red? I'm doing well. I just forgot to split. Darn it, darn it, darn it. I can't have one good run where I don't forget to split somewhere, can I? And then I'm gonna get a gold on Kakariko Bridge that's unbeatable because I split 2.5 seconds late. Even though it probably took me about the same amount of time to get there. Yeah. Yeah. So I saved 0.2 seconds, basically. Where did I split 10 seconds late? Oh yeah, 10 seconds late. It was 10 seconds late in Kakariko, yeah. That is correct. For some reason I was thinking it was only 2.5. But yeah. Yeah, so rip Kakariko Bridge time. Again. Yeah, so in reality I only saved 0.2 seconds there by not running into a tree. Because I had a world load. Yeah, this is not looking great. I don't know where it normally is here, but I feel like this definitely isn't right. Ran into a bridge. Yeah. Wait. Yeah. Alright, we got the right spot. Early world loads so all the NPCs load in before I run into them. That's bad. That's really bad. Man, I routed in like 4 buffers in here, but I guess I would need to route in more. Because... yeah. That early one did not help. Let's cut this corner really close, just for fun. Well, there's my 39 OX. Woo! Did it again!